One of the hardest parts of getting older is feeling like something's off in your body, but not knowing exactly what. It's not just aging, it's often your hormones too. When they fall out of balance, everything feels off. But here's the good news. This doesn't have to be the story of your next chapter. Hormone Harmony by Happy Mammoth is an herbal formula made with science-backed ingredients designed to fine-tune your hormones by balancing estrogen, testosterone, progesterone, and even stress hormones like cortisol. It helps with common issues such as hot flashes, poor sleep, low energy, bloating, and more. With over 40,000 reviews and a bottle sold every 24 seconds, the results speak for themselves. A survey found 86% of women lost weight, 77% saw an improved mood, and 100% felt like themselves again. Start your next chapter feeling balanced and in control. For a limited time, get 15% off your entire first order at happymammoth.com with code NEXTCHAPTER at checkout. Visit happymammoth.com today and get your old self back naturally.
Hey, it's Amy Brown from The Bobby Bones Show. Join me in supporting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital for a chance to win a trip to meet Megan Maroney at the 2025 iHeart Country Festival in Austin, Texas on May 3rd, hosted by Bobby Bones. We're going to hook you up with tickets, flights, hotel, food credits, and a meet and greet with Megan Maroney. Take action now to support St. Jude and help cure childhood cancer, and you're going to be entered for a chance to win. Visit iHeartCountryTrip.com to learn more.
Once again, we're back, my friend. Once again, we're back, my friend. Once again, we're back, my friend. And we thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Man, the Waterboy Show,
Special
episode
edition.
11. Special edition, man.
Right here.
Hey, so look, man, let's get right into it. Yesterday was the first round
Last night.
of the NFL draft.
Man, I was so excited, man. I was like, I can't wait. I said, Trey, we're going to go live. The Falcons going to pick number 8. Man, I was thinking the Falcons are about to trade down
Okay.
and get their man. Either the you got to help with the names, right? The
Okay.
Texas defensive tackle.
Texas defensive tackle. Man, I don't know much about the Texas defensive
Okay, well,
tackle. I know you
they compared him to Grady Jarrett.
Yeah, they compared him to Grady Jarrett.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we don't know the name. And Alabama's linebacker.
Dallas Turner.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right,
or Jared Verse from Florida State, or the guy from UCLA. Yep.
I can't pronounce his name.
Yeah.
So I thought we was going to get either of them trade back, and hopefully maybe get Brock Bowers or something. So I was thinking that. All right, so 8 comes, and it said the pick is in. So we're on a group chat. He said they're going quarterback. I'm like, quarterback? What are you talking about? How do you know this, Trey? Like, I'm like, to this. I mean, you kind of explained it to me. But, I'm like, did he see the pick? Am I behind? Am I lagging? I'm looking at TV. I got my laptop open looking at ESPN.com. I subscribe to the Plus network so I can see all the stats.
Make sure you're live and up to date, right?
This is a thing.
Okay.
For me, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And comes across the board. I see you say Penix on the text message. And then the commissioner comes on the Atlanta Falcons with the 8 selection, selects Michael Penix Jr. I was like, what in the world? And I thought about it. I'm like, we just said we want to get him in the second round. But up until that date, I've been reading the Raiders wanted him. A lot of people was. So I knew he wasn't going in the second round when I was reading that. Yeah. But we picked Michael Penix Jr., man.
Michael Penix Jr., man.
That right there, man, all morning, bro. That's all they've been talking about is that pick. Like,
that's all a lot of people.
So what's your take on it?
What's my take on it? Man, so did I expect the Atlanta Falcons to draft a quarterback? No, I did not. I didn't have a specific position that I wanted the Falcons to draft. I really came into this draft like, let's just get us a quality player.
Yeah.
Let's get us a quality player who can come in and help the team. Now, mind you, I loved Michael Penix.
Now, we both do.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we've had discussions in our group chats. Yeah. But I wasn't thinking Michael Penix at 8. I'm in the car with the fam, trying to rush home so me and you might could do it live. And the folks on the radio say, oh, my God, we've learned what the pick is. We are stunned. And this was like about 3 minutes before they announced it. They said, we are stunned. They said, the Falcons are about to shock the world.
They did.
And they said, and this is a player who the Falcons have spent a lot of time with. So immediately I said, that has to be Michael Penix Jr. Because the Falcons took the entire offensive staff with the GM, head coach. I think the DC went as well. He has ties to the University of Washington. You call him the janitor.
I'm saying that the janitor go too.
Hey, man, I think he did. I think they had him mopping and sweeping on the plane, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, now they may have gave him the day off on the plane. He was drinking Mai Tais and just chilling. You know what I'm saying? He was having a good time. And, man, they picked Michael Penix Jr., my brother. They picked Michael Penix Jr. And a lot of people have been complaining and are upset. So I'm going to let you talk for a second before I go back in on this subject.
Right. So before the Kirk Cousins signing of 180, that should call him 180. That's
180.
All right. When the championship game was played, Michigan and Washington, Michael Penix was the quarterback versus the other quarterback. What's his name? J.J. McCarthy.
J.J. McCarthy.
All right. I was really looking at Michael Penix because at that time I was like, we might can get him at 8 because I was like thinking I wanted CJ. I mean not CJ. Why don't I know these names?
What's my Bryce Young from last year?
No. The USC quarterback.
Oh, you talking about Caleb Williams?
I wanted Caleb Williams, and I wanted the LSU Daniels. I was like either one of them. Then I was like, I started hearing about Penix. So I was like, all right, we might can get him at 8. And then I started hearing from the experts that he's a second round pick. So I was like, damn. So I kind of just lost that thought, and then we signed Kirk Cousins. Mm-hmm. So at one time, I was wanting us to get him at 8.
Yeah.
All right. So fast forward, this last night, we got Kirk Cousins. You know how I called him a goofy because when he hit his head on the post and he was knocked out, I've been calling him goofy ever since. So I kind of done bought into Kirk Cousins, watched some highlights, saw how accurate he was. He was having a great year last year. So I was like, all right, Kirk Cousins is our guy. We finna go defense. But I always was worried, like, after 2 years, 3 years, what are we going to do then? Mm-hmm. I saw something that Arthur Blank said this week. He's like, he want a succession plan for the quarterback. Mm-hmm. Didn't see this coming. Mm-hmm. It happened. I ain't gonna lie, I started smiling like, damn, we good. Because at the end of the day, the quarterback is the most important position on the team. And I'm like, if this pans out the way we want to do, will you learn behind Kirk Cousins? This is like an Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre type of thing. Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love type of thing. The jury's still out on Love, but he did good last year at the end. He started coming through. I think this could turn out to be very, very positive for the Falcons to where he could lead us to some serious wins and take us to eventually to a Super Bowl. Not saying Kirk Cousins couldn't, because I think that we have a good offense, but he can learn. Did we need defensive end, defensive line? Yes. But, man, I've been a Falcon fan. I'm used to this. I'm used to when we needed a defensive end, defensive tackle, got Julio Jones, which I don't care who we would have gotten at defensive tackle or defensive end at the time. I don't think they would have been more excited than Julio Jones in the face of the Falcons. So I think that was a great pick. So I think it's kind of like that. Like we needed the best defensive player on the board, which was those guys. But we got Michael Penix, and he could be a superstar like Julio Jones at a different position. There's a couple other picks that we've done. Like Calvin Ridley, we needed a defensive tackle. I think Tampa Bay ended up getting the guy we wanted to get. I forgot his name. Big defensive tackle dude. He went to Tampa Bay. I don't think he plays for him anymore.
Okay, talking about Vita Vea.
Vita Vea. I was looking at him. I thought we was gonna get him. We got Calvin Ridley instead. Calvin Ridley, Pro Bowl.
And they should have drafted Lamar Jackson instead of Calvin Ridley.
Exactly. They could have got Lamar Jackson. Okay, let's say then we would have got Lamar Jackson when we had Matt Ryan. Everybody would have said the same thing. But look at Lamar Jackson. Not saying Penix and Lamar Jackson are the same thing, but Lamar Jackson's been MVP of the league 2 times. So I think that we have a potential good pickup. And at the end of the day, if you look at the business of things, the quarterback is the most important position on the team. And, Kirk Cousins, after 2 years, that's $90 million that's expired off the contract. So third year, he could get cut bait if he didn't do well or not.
Gone.
So I look at it like this. I like the pick, but now it's divided the city again into black and white. Atlanta is a city where Michael Vick, a lot of white people didn't like Michael Vick because of the dog fighting, and then he was black. Then when Matt Ryan came, the black supporters that was supporting Vick didn't like Matt Ryan. So I think we're back into that scenario.
Man, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Y'all not going to like it, but when it's all said and done, Michael Penix Jr. will be a top 5 all-time Atlanta Falcons draft pick.
Wow.
Right after Deion Sanders, Michael Vick, Matt Ryan, and Julio Jones, there will be Michael Penix Jr.
Like
when
that.
it's all said and done. Y'all can dislike it. Y'all can cry about it. You can hate it all you want. Get on board with the pick. And I don't even think they mad at Michael Penix Jr. I think they mad at old Kurt. I think they mad at Kurt and cousin Pop. I think they're so mad at the messed up Achilles that all this hate is coming down on Michael Penix Jr.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what the Falcons decided to do. We got us a quarterback who's coming off an Achilles who's kind of hurt. We don't ever want to be without a quarterback again. You can thank Desmond Ridder and Marcus Mariota garbage sales for that. They said, we'll never go through this again.
Yes.
We're going to get us a quarterback that when Kirk is done in 2 years, we can slide him into the position and we never have to worry about being anemic at the quarterback position again for at least 7, 8, 9 years. So get on board with it. Quit crying, quit sobbing, and go, the Falcons gonna Falcon. The Falcons gonna Falcon. And the Falcon fans gonna complain. Some white people don't like the black quarterback. The black fans who I thought wanted the black quarterback, now they complaining. I don't know what people want. At the end of the day, the man was picked at number 8. He is now a Falcon. Michael Penix Jr. He is battle tested. He went through some injuries. The man was brought back up from 2 ACL injuries by the Lord himself to be put back on the field. And the man went from being hurt, probably thinking his career was over, to now he's shining and was a top 10 pick. Get on board with it. Yeah. Top 5 all time.
You know, I went somewhere this morning and I heard from 2 different people, and all they were saying was he was hurt. He's got injury prone. And I'm like, the past 2 seasons he played every game. What are you talking about? The past 2 football seasons, he played every game. Now, he got hurt in the championship game, but he didn't come out. He stayed in there and showed his toughness.
That he did.
So I don't get it, man. Like, I like the pick, and I think a lot of people forget, man. Like, Arthur Blank has been burned. When Michael Vick left, they got Joey Harrington, they got Byron Leftwich.
Oh, Lord.
And it just like
I'm getting nauseous.
It went terrible.
Be rich, I'm getting nauseous.
It went terrible. So they got Matt Ryan.
Okay, my nausea is starting to go away.
Right, Matt Ryan. Look, hold on, listen. I'm not gonna lie. When we got Joy Erickson, I tried to make the best of it. I was like, man, he was a Heisman winner. He's a first round draft pick. And I remember playing the Detroit Lions, and he just threw the ball.
That's when I knew you could almost turn water into wine, because you really almost convinced me that trash Joy Harrington was good.
And against the Detroit Lions, he threw the ball directly into a linebacker hands, and they ran a touchdown. And that was the day I got off Joy Harrington's boat and called him every cuss word in the book. So that's when I said, F Joey Harrington, and that's when the Falcons went and made our lives easier for years to come with the Matt Ryan pick. So I think Arthur Blank learned his lesson. Then when they had the debacle with the Deshaun Watson, and they kind of like left Matt Ryan hanging, and Matt Ryan had to save face and leave. We've been in trouble ever since.
Get on board, fans. Get on board. Get with it. I understand. Look, if you hurt by it, if you don't understand it, because they did just spend a lot of money on Kirk Cousins. But the way the salary cap is set up, and you see the way Denver just moved on from Russell Wilson. These teams will eat that money. And if they are drafting right and bringing in the right free agents, they can move. Don't stress yourself about that. Just look at the fact. So this is what you need to ask yourself. Throw out the $180 that Kirk Cousins got paid.
And how much was guaranteed? I think $100.
$100.
So look, after 2 years, it's $90,000. So this year, next year, they can get it off the books. He's gone.
So look at it from this perspective. Throw out the amount of money just for a second. Well, don't throw it out. Just set it to the side and ask yourself this. Do you believe Michael Penix Jr. can be a successful quarterback in the NFL? And if the answer is yes, let's move past the money and let's hold on to the fact that we have a quarterback that we believe can be good, who can now learn and take a couple years
from a good quarterback. I know
develop.
I call him goofy. We can learn from a good quarterback. Kirk Cousins is not no shabby quarterback. He has a high completing percentage that's very good. Very good.
And plus, let me just say this as well. Everybody talking about the defensive ends we would have got. Man, shut up. You're talking about the defensive ends. You didn't even watch them play. I got folks I see on my timeline talking about Alabama defensive lineman, Dallas Turner. They ain't even watch Alabama except for the one Georgia game.
Exactly.
Talking about the guy from UCLA. I know good and well y'all ain't watching no UCLA game.
Never heard of him.
Y'all not Florida State. They may have seen Jared Verse. Florida State, they kind of had a resurge and a rebirth. Last year he did like a good player. But if you believe Michael Penix Jr. can be a difference maker, get off of the money and worry about the player. Because that's what it's all about, my guy. Chill out.
I feel like it's a good pick. I understand why people are upset. But let them learn. And best believe the Falcons is day 2. They're gonna address the defensive line. They don't get through the draft. I think they're gonna get it.
They're gonna try to find something. Now if they go out there and draft another quarterback, that's when you want to burn down the stadium. I'm hearing people say Arthur Blank should sell the team. Well, look, you so trash at 2K, you need to sell your PlayStation. That's what you need to do. You on franchise mode and still ain't been able to win.
So all your attributes to 99 still ain't able to win.
You know what I'm saying? So look, sell your PS5. No, matter of fact, sell your PS3. I know you ain't even got a PS5 at this point. And get off of Arthur Blank needs to sell the team. We can be upset. We can disagree. We cannot believe it was the best move. But let's calm down. Let's calm down a little bit. And, hold on, let me say this. And if you really don't like it, I hated that the Hawks drafted Marvin Williams. And guess what? I did not support the Hawks until they got rid of Marvin Williams. So if you hate it that bad, don't support the team. Don't watch them. Don't come to the game. Don't talk about them. Don't do anything until they make a move you like. Other than that, hush it.
And just do me a favor. While you're looking at this, look above the screen, man, and watch these deep bombs that Michael Penix is dropping on your ass. And we out.
Right in line with what we were just talking about the NFL draft.
Yes.
I have a question, man. I have a question about us,
All right.
but also about this entire city,
All right.
about this entire state.
All right.
You know what I mean? About everybody, man, who is part of the Bird Gang.
The Bird
All right,
Gang.
the Falcons, man,
Rise
the
up.
Bird Gang, and not just the Bird Gang, not just them, because the Hawks are part of the Bird Gang, but the Braves are also in this city.
Okay.
So what I want to ask you,
Yes.
is, do you believe that we, as Atlanta sports fans, are delusional when it comes to our sports teams and what they can accomplish?
Well, let me be fair. Let me be fair with you. I think all sports fans, when it comes to their teams, are delusional.
Okay.
So, yes, I'm delusional
Okay.
when it comes to being a Falcon fan,
Okay.
Braves fan, Hawks fan, because every year I think we got a chance to win, no matter who it is. The Falcons, we won the Super Bowl this year. Y'all mark my words. The Hawks next year, we're going to have a chance to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, and the Braves are going to win the World Series this year. That's how I feel. Every year.
Wow.
I'm delusional.
Wow. I must.
So y'all put some on my head. Delusional. So
Hey, man. Hey,
I will say that.
I did not expect you to say that. Because me personally, I don't think I'm a delusional sports fan.
Now, when we had Arthur Smith, I didn't think we were doing shit. I
know. You hated Arthur Smith.
Yeah.
But me, I don't think I'm a delusional sports fan.
No,
I really don't.
Now, you're a realist. You be keeping it real.
I try. I mean, I don't think the Hawks are going to win anything next year. Do I think that they can maybe regroup and maybe make it to the playoffs? Yes, but do I think they have a championship caliber team?
Not now.
Unless they just bring in some player that's unforeseen to us.
Yes.
Then no, I don't think they can win a championship unless they bring in a player that's Now, when it comes to football, and this is for all my football fans out there, I don't care if it's college. I don't care if it's high school. I don't care if it's NFL. I don't care if it's arena. I don't care if it's flag football with your family and your friends or your coworkers on the weekend. It's only one game to win the championship. Once you get through the regular season, if you can make the playoffs. So I don't think I'm delusional in that, because my thought process is, if they can just get to the playoffs, all you got to do is beat somebody one game to advance to the next round. And who knows? Anything can happen.
Yes.
Somebody could have done like Eugene Robinson and tried to catch a little something before the game and got caught and locked up. Somebody could do something stupid. Somebody could be at the strip club. Somebody could just fumble the ball. Somebody's mind could be on IG or TikTok or whatever they doing and mess up, and your team can win. So I don't think I'm delusional, but I do think every year we may have a shot, as long as we can get to the playoffs.
Some fans could send a bad pizza to them and they have food poisoning like they did Jordan. They have sick.
They might could do that.
Do that.
But Jordan, man, you know Jordan was on that hand now.
That Gatorade.
Man, Jordan was on that hand. He was on that smoking. He was on that Friday after next. He was smoking that. He was smoking that stuff. Day was smoking, man. I'm trying to tell you, no, Jordan was good, high, drunk. Nobody send that man no pizza. You finna tell that lie on this podcast, Be Rich.
Hey, that's what he told me.
Boy, Jordan told you that himself?
Yeah.
Boy, you know Jordan?
I do.
Man, tell me some stories, man.
I know Jordan went to high school with.
Okay.
I know that Jordan.
Okay. All right. Jordan
Michael
Franklin.
Jordan. I don't know Michael Jordan.
You don't know Michael Jordan.
Nah.
Okay. But I'm just saying, I don't think we're delusional. I think at the same time, I think our city is broken. Before I even say what I think is broken into, I think we have been through so much trauma in the city of Atlanta that everything is a trigger for us. I mean, we've talked about the misfortunes. We've talked about people thinking that the city is cursed as far as sports. And I think we've been through so much trauma as Atlanta sports fans that is so many triggers for us.
All right, I'm finna paint a picture in your head. All right, start.
Okay, paint the picture. I want to see what you're talking about.
Atlanta Hawks.
Okay.
Dominique Wilkins. We trade him for Danny Manning. My first heartbreak. Okay. Danny Manning and a box of potato chips, bro.
Yeah.
We let a superstar go. Atlanta legend for that.
Yeah.
Atlanta Falcons. We let Deion Sanders go as a free agent to the San Francisco 49ers.
Yep, that they did.
The Taylor Smith, Rankin Smith, that broke my heart. Watching Deion Sanders, the most exciting thing that ever happened to the Falcons, besides the 1980 playoffs, they let him walk. We didn't get nothing for him at all.
Nothing.
He told us
didn't even get one last.
We could have put I think it was something called Plan B free agency or something where we could have kept him,
and they didn't do it.
They didn't do it. Deion tricked him. I'm gonna sign with y'all. And like middle of the day, and see you. I'm in San Francisco. I remember that. That hurt. The Atlanta Falcons. Michael Vick, the Michael Jordan of our city, of the NFL, gets caught up and indicted. You remember where he was? It was in Columbus, Georgia. Indicted for dog fighting, which people go bear hunting, go fishing, go whatever. That was his culture. That's what he grew up in, and he got locked up. I see if he got a fine, suspended some games. He got locked up in jail for dog fighting that they do in his state. It's culture. That's how he grew up. Got locked up for 2 years. I didn't say it was illegal, whatever. All I'm saying is we go hunt bears and
True.
Deer.
True.
We kill deer. We kill Bambi. Deer season, bro. They put Bambi in the crosscoat. Pow! Pull up Bambi is gone.
My man said they killed Bambi.
I'm just saying. So we talking about some. I don't condone.
Yeah. Let's please leave that alone.
But what I'm just saying,
we don't need Peter knocking on our door.
Peter, look, I don't condone dog fighting. I love dogs.
Don't need nobody.
I also love deers and bears.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this: if I'm at a Mexican restaurant having a good time eating tacos and guacamole, and somebody throws some little fake pet blood on me, somebody dying.
I mean, like
somebody's getting hurt,
and they talking about we eating dogs.
Somebody's getting hurt,
and at the local Hong Kong food.
So listen, we don't need that.
Okay,
we don't need that.
Thank you.
We are sensitive to all owners. We're sensitive to all lives.
Yes, all lives matter.
Oh Lord,
all lives matter.
Oh,
dogs,
Lord.
cats, and rats they matter. So what I'm just trying to say
this has taken a turn for the worse.
Okay, let's steer it back. We lost. We're used to heartbreak, man. We're used to heartbreak.
I mean, I know, but at the same time, even though we're used to heartbreak, does that mean we're delusional because we think our teams have a chance? Okay. Because we see a move or two? Like, I don't think that people should come into the season automatically feeling like the team is going to lose. All right, the team is done. It's just done.
I answer your question, man. I think the question should have been put like this. Like I said, all sports fans to me are delusional. We should say which sports franchise has the most delusional fans.
So let's change it then.
All right.
Which sports fans are the most delusional?
I say the Cowboys fans.
You think
I
Cowboys
think the
fans
Dallas
are the most
Cowboys fans are the most delusional. For some reason, they think they're going to win every year, and it's publicly. It's like the Cowboys got the best offensive line. The Cowboys got the best quarterback. The Cowboys got the best receiver.
Even more than Knicks fans?
Nah.
Boy, them Knicks fans.
Them Knicks fans,
Spike Lee be on TV. I'm talking, boy, he be dressed like a jack-o'-lantern. I don't know what be going on with Spike. Spike be looking like a little black man jack-o'-lantern. Black-o'-lantern. Black-o'-lantern.
Black-o'-lantern.
Black-o'-lantern.
Black-o'-lantern.
I'm telling you.
He done made a word. He done a black-o'-lantern, man. Y'all hear that, bro? That's hilarious.
I'm telling you, man. Like it looks crazy to me. It looks crazy. I mean, I'm an old man, but good God. So Spike Lee got me by about I don't know how many years, but he be dressed like I don't know.
So I think that we should put it that way because I'm definitely delusional when it comes to the Falcons.
Man, I don't. You know what?
I ain't gonna lie. I give it to you. You're not delusional. You're positive. You have positivity and you give it hope every year. But you keep it real a lot of times.
So the number one sports hater, who we gonna have him come in and call in or something on the show one day. But the number one, I won't say his name.
Nah, say his name.
Nah, I ain't gonna say his name.
Gloves off.
Nah, I ain't gonna say his name because
put his picture up. Let everybody see him.
I won't do that because he got a pretty good relationship with one of the owners of one of the sports teams in Atlanta, and I don't want to mess up his access. You know what I'm saying?
No, mess up his access.
No.
Man.
I'm not gonna mess up his access.
Which team is it?
And the money. I'm not gonna say.
Which team is it?
We know I can say that because I ain't like nobody gonna fit the Hawks.
If you don't give us some tickets to the Hawks game next year, some courtside tickets, we're calling you out, buddy, right now.
So look, he says that I am delusional all the time when it comes to Atlanta sports.
I see if you say it with me.
He says that I'm delusional.
Nah.
He says I'm delusional about Trae Young.
No.
He said I was delusional about Matt Ryan.
No.
He said I was delusional about Arthur Smith.
Yes.
He said I was delusional about Drake London. He says Drake London is trash.
No.
Which I do not agree with that
I
whatsoever.
agree with Arthur Smith. I agree with that one. With that one. But the other three, I disagree.
I think Arthur Smith had some decent ideas.
Yeah.
He messed it up with the quarterback.
He put all his
He messed it up, and that's what the Falcons trying not to do now.
Exactly.
That's why they got Penix, because they said no, we're not going through that Desmond Ritter again. No, we're not going through that. I'm trying to tell you, man, what the Falcons went through is like the person or the young beautiful woman who dates somebody, a particular type of person, and he just breaks her heart. And from that point on, she says, you know what, I ain't going through that no more. I'm going to do whatever I can over here to make sure I'm right. That's Arthur Blank. He went through that Desmond Ritter pain, that Marcus Mariota pain. He said, I ain't going through it no more.
Yeah.
I'm going through nothing but happiness.
Yeah.
At least I'm going to try my best.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Yeah,
man.
I agree.
Dallas Cowboys the most delusional. I don't know.
They
can be. They can be.
You brought up the Knicks, but I mean, in football, the Cowboys. In basketball, the Knicks. In baseball, I can't tell you.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you either in baseball.
The Dodgers fans, or the Mets fans. The Mets fans are really delusional.
Man, look, I don't even have anything like any moments that happen for me to necessarily dislike the Mets, and I don't dislike them now. But for some reason, I get joy out of the Braves just beating down the Mets. I don't know why.
That's all right.
I don't even look at them as a rival, but I get joy out of the Braves beating them. I get joy.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about real joy from the Braves beating them.
We got to do that to the Phillies as well. We need to beat up on the Phillies.
Well, I mean, I hope the Braves don't look at them as a rival because so far in the playoffs, boy, the Phillies been beating the mess out of them. Boy, I'm talking about they've been beating the mess out of them.
On us last year, bro. I can't believe it.
Yeah, man. But delusion, I guess it may come with it for some. I don't think I'm delusional. I definitely don't think Falcons fans are some of the most delusional. At all. At all.
I think I'm delusional because I think we're gonna win every year. I have a chance. Now the Hawks, I ain't think this year, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful we're gonna do good. But the Falcons this year, I feel like we can go deep. Hey, I want to talk about this, man, pertaining to the draft. Yesterday, it was a record for most offensive players selected in a row.
Okay.
I think it was 16, 17 to the 15th pick.
Yep.
It was 6 quarterbacks taken in the top 10.
Gonna be some bus going around.
not the top 10, but top 12. All right, so
It's gonna be some busts.
in every draft, there's not that many Hall of Famers that's selected. It's probably like 4 to 5 Hall of Famers that's selected every draft. So let's talk
Every
about
draft?
you go back and look at Wikipedia and you look at the Hall of Famers, like it's not that many.
No, but I'm talking about every draft. I would think it's less than that.
Well, I mean the ones that are you go back about 8 years, you'll start seeing it. Like you'll start seeing who's Hall of Famers, but like 8 so now you're not gonna really see.
Wow.
Go Wikipedia and look.
I would.
It's like 4 to 5.
I would think it was less than that.
Nah, 4 to 5 each class. But think about it.
I would think it would be about maybe 1 to 2.
Nah. It's about. From when I was looking at it, I know some that may be like 2 or 3, but like the average was like 4 or 5 when I was looking some time ago.
Everybody really does make the Hall of Fame.
That's out of all the players that are drafted, it's over hundreds of players that are drafted.
But to make the Hall though, that's like.
Like
I just didn't think the number would be that high.
Yeah. So my question is, out of the 6 quarterbacks, who do you feel are going to be great and who do you feel are going to be bust?
Michael Penix Jr. is going to be the greatest thing since sliced bread. I said it.
All right. Who else?
Okay. I like Penix. I like Caleb Williams.
Why do you think Caleb Williams is going to do good on this level?
So, man, I like his arm strength. I like his improvisation. But I will say he's going to have to work on that. He's going to have to work on the way he like just improvs in the pocket, the way he'll just kind of throw off script. He'll throw across his body. He's going to have to work on that. Like make plays, go off script. But at the same time, he's gonna have to work on the throwing across his body. That might hurt him at the next level. I've seen a couple throws across his body.
The hips, I saw that going to the left and the way he twisted his
hip.
Yeah.
That you can't do that on a consistent basis in the NFL. At least I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Jaden Daniels, also like Jaden Daniels, strong arm.
He's gonna be a bust or he's gonna succeed?
I think he's gonna succeed.
You think so?
I think he's
Washington,
going to succeed.
Washington, he's going to do his thing.
I think he's going to succeed.
All right, let me ask you.
Those are the 3 that I see right now that I think will succeed.
All right, Drake May. I don't know much about him. I just heard a lot about him since the draft. What do you think he's going to do?
My son said, man, that dude looks like a YouTuber. so, I mean,
so there we go.
That's just like, so now I can't unsee it. When I see Drake May, he does look like a YouTuber. Like he looks like he's gonna say, "Hey, today guys, we're giving away $5,000.
Make sure you like, share,
make sure you like, share, and subscribe." Like,
so Drake May is the like, share, subscribe guy.
That's what he. I can't say that he's gonna be a bust, but I can't unsee him looking like a YouTuber. Right. I can't unsee it.
All right, who's next?
Okay, you know what? Matter of fact, man, I'm just gonna say Penix and Daniels. I'm gonna narrow it down to those 2. I'm not even gonna put Caleb Williams in the success anymore. I'm just gonna say Jaden Daniels and Michael Penix Jr.
All right, cool.
Yes, I'm biased.
What about I want to just give everybody a fair share. What about J.J. McCarthy?
Don't know. Haven't watched J.J. McCarthy enough to have confidence in him. The couple times I did watch him play at Michigan, he didn't really wow me. I can't tell you his deficiencies. I can't tell you what he does wrong. I can't tell you like how he throws out them 15 to 20, 25 yard outs. I can't tell you how he throws the post. I can't really tell you how he does in the what he's most effective at and what he's not. I just know the times I watched Michigan play, he didn't really stand out to me. Now he is going to a situation that I think is one of the better situations. I think the head coach in Minnesota is a really good offensive mind. Yeah. And so I do think he's going to a place to where, from a play calling standpoint, McCarthy might have the best chance for immediate success because I like his head coach as far as the plays that he calls.
And watching some of the highlights when he got drafted yesterday, he seemed like he makes a quick decision to get rid of the ball. So we'll see. Last but not least, and it seemed like this kid has been playing college football for 10 years. Bo Nix, what you think about him?
Man, honestly, I do my best to not disrespect any players, to not. I won't. I was about to crack a joke about Bo Nix, but I'm gonna save my joke just for myself. I don't like Bo Nix. I watched Bo Nix play at the University of Auburn. You can say what you want to about what Malik Willis has done in the NFL or what you think he has not done, but I didn't understand why Bo Nix was starting over Malik Willis at Auburn. I didn't understand it. I did not see it in Bo Nix. And after Malik left and the job became completely Bo Nix's, I just didn't see it. Mm-hmm. I watched him play Georgia a couple times. Now, he went to Oregon, and his career was revitalized. It was given new fresh air.
I mean,
it was given new life. But at Auburn, if he would have come out to the draft from Auburn, that man would have probably been a 6th, 7th round, maybe even undrafted player.
And then think about this, like, how old was he? Was he like 27? How old? I don't know. Like, he's old. And if you're 25 plus playing against 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds, like, you should do well.
I mean, he's going to Sean Payton. He went to Denver.
Yeah.
I don't believe in Bo Nix. I saw Bo Nix play. Once again, if you want me to give you a technical reason why, if you want me to break down certain plays, what routes, like what throws on the route tree that he doesn't hit the best when his receivers are running, I can't give you that. All I can tell you is I watched him play against Georgia multiple times, and I wasn't impressed. I wasn't. I just was not impressed.
Matter of fact, there was some close games, and I would say he was the reason he lost a couple of those games.
Now, C.J. Stroud, I really only watched C.J. Stroud. Like, I really only watched him. Like, really watched him play one game. And that was against Georgia, and I was like,
he was hitting them.
I was like, this dude is for real.
He's for real, for real.
You know what I mean? So I never saw that from Bo Nix. I never saw that from Bo Nix. And then one quick thing. I was watching a video last night, right after the draft, right after the first round. A video with C.J. Stroud, Micah Parsons, and Kyle Pitts. And they were talking to some guys from Bleacher Report. Michael Parsons talked really well about Michael Penix. He said, man, Michael Penix, man, he always been a dog, man. He was saying when Michael Penix went to, I think it was Indiana, they played against Penn State. He talked about how he put up like 400 yards on them, and they beat them that particular game. C.J. Stroud talked about how before he went to Washington, before Michael Penix went to Washington, he was in Indiana, played against him at Ohio State, and how like he balled out against them. They talked about how they always thought that he could really play.
Wow.
So
all right, just like you described the other quarterbacks, we didn't get a chance. We talked about him. Describe Michael Penix play.
Man, I feel like Michael Penix can hit every single route. He can make every single throw. He got a lot of touch on the deep ball. I mean, he can hit them in stride. He can drop it in a bucket. I feel like he throws the out route really well. I mean, that's what you're looking for a quarterback. You're looking for a quarterback who can hit that 15, 20, 25 out route with consistency. And he throws it really well. His anticipation is there. He doesn't hold on to the ball a lot. Now, Michael Penix, he's not a big-time scrambler, but he can move around in the pocket. Now, the one thing that the Falcons have to do that we haven't discussed much of is he is a left-handed quarterback. Right now, his blind side is our weakest player on our offensive line, which is our right tackle. Now, that has to change because he's a lefty. Mm-hmm. And so our weakest player on the line, by far, our weakest O-lineman would be protecting his blind side. So they're going to have to invest in getting a top-notch right tackle when Michael Penix is ready to take over. It's not going to be the same. The left tackle is there, but you need that right tackle to shore it up and keep it. And I just like I talked about earlier, the man went through injury.
Man, if you got a chance, I know you didn't use it in the car, but go listen to Kurt Warner's analogy on Michael Penix. Like, he said some really good things. He's like, he got really good touch on the ball on the short intermediate passes, and he said he was by far the best deep passer in the draft. And I got a chance to look. It's like when he threw the ball, like the receivers weren't waiting for it. They were in stride, or he knew when the time it wasn't really any close. Like, he'd get it there. He had a great decision, judge making. That's what Kurt Warner said. So if you get a chance, check that out.
Man, I really like him. Yeah. Like, the injury, I mean, it scares me. It scares me like it scares everyone else. It does. Like, I would be lying if I said his injuries do not scare me. But at the same time, on the flip side of his injuries, you look at how he fought through those injuries. You look at the adversity that the man has been through. You look at how he still kept a head on his shoulders and fought for what he wanted, and how this man got up and accomplished it to be a top draft pick. You have to respect that kind of mental fortitude, that kind of heart, that kind of tenacity, that kind of whatever you want to call it. Like you have to respect that from Michael Penix Jr.
And I want to say this about him too. When he was at Indiana, they said he was a scrambler. He ran a lot.
Oh, he could. He could get up out of there.
Yeah, they said he ran a lot, and the ACL injury slowed him down. So what that translates to me is now they say he's a pure pocket passer.
He had to learn to get.
And so what I'm saying is that means if he has the mentality to move, because I've seen him move, you know, some of the highlights at Washington. That means he know how to maneuver around the pocket. You know who's good at that? Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Joe Montana. They knew how to avoid the sack. So you think he's not going to come into that or have that same ability? I think so. I think the scrambling ability that he had at Indiana is going to translate well in the NFL.
And let's hope, right? Let's hope our OC, let's hope that he can really help grow. Like one thing that he's done that has been his calling card since he got into coaching was to help develop quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That's what he's done. I mean, he is a former quarterback.
Yeah.
So let's hope he saw what we needed to see or what he needed to see in Michael Penix, and let's hope he's able to develop him into the player we need him to be.
I want to say this in my lap before we wrap things up. I want to say I think Kirk Cousins is going to do well. I feel like the competition at the quarterback position now is only going to make you have competition. It's going to make you do better. I feel like Michael Penix is in a good situation to sit back and learn. And I think that all the quarterbacks that I've seen do that, they've come to win championships. Look at Patrick Mahomes. He sat behind Alex Smith, won a Super Bowl. Look at Aaron Rodgers. He sat behind Brett Favre, won a Super Bowl. You know, that's two examples. I'm pretty sure Steve Young, he sat behind Joe Montana, won a Super Bowl. So I could probably name some more, but, like, I feel like he's in a good position, like, to not be thrown out there and just, you know, like what happened to Desmond Ridder. You know, I thought Desmond Ridder had some potential. He had the skills and the tools, but he wasn't prepared mentally. He wasn't ready. And I think the person he was learning behind, Marcus Mariota, I don't think he was the person to learn from behind. But
nah, I mean, that dude just quit on the team. He quit on the team like a coward.
So the last thing I want to say to you, where we was going before I left, the fans. It's definitely a black and white issue in Atlanta when it comes to quarterbacks. And does this divide the fan base, or what does it do to you?
I mean, I don't think it's going to divide the fan base. I think that the fan base, when it comes to that, has somewhat been divided anyway. I think it all started back when Michael Vick was our quarterback, and there were certain people in the stands booing Michael Vick, calling for Matt Sharp, and in turn, that made a lot of us and the black fans, they made us feel like, hey, man, y'all ain't going to treat our guy in any kind of way. So when Matt Ryan came in, I think those fans who felt like Vic was unfairly treated, they immediately put that kind of feelings and that kind of dislike towards Matt Ryan. And so now all the people who love Matt Ryan, now a lot of them say, man, y'all just want a black quarterback. And so now, anytime a black quarterback gonna come in, now they're gonna be against that. When at the end of the day, we all should just want the Falcons to win. I'm gonna be honest though. Last night, I saw more people complaining that we paid Kirk Cousins and drafted another quarterback than I did the black and white. But I did see some comments here and there on the Falcons IG by a couple people. You can see their pics about, look at him, he sounds horrible. He can't even talk correctly. And you already know. Who they were as far as a race and what they were about, what they came on the page to do. Right. But Michael Penix, he sounded intelligent, he sounded articulate, he sounded good, but they said, listen at him.
Hey,
listen at him.
One thing I want to say about the Waterboy show, and we talked about this in the power of manifestation and what we speak into existence. We spoke Michael Penix Jr. into the Atlanta Falcons organization last week.
Hey, man, I don't even remember the conversation.
Yeah,
but,
man, we said we hope we get him in the second round. We just missed it by a round.
Hey, man, shout out to
It's
Michael
like
Penix.
we said, I hope we get him, man. We're going to be super happy. We got him.
Hey, man, shout
got
out
him.
to Michael Penix.
Shout out to Michael Penix, man. Shout out to the Water Boys for predicting that.
Hey, man, hey, man, hey, man.
We predicted it.
Hey.
Just like I said at the beginning, we're going to win the Super Bowl. We're going to break the curse. You're going to break the curse this year.
Hey, man, I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey, man. Hey, man, to all my fans and Falcon fans who've been hurt, it's time that we break that Atlanta sports curse.
And we're doing it. Hey, and I will say this, man. The podcast is doing very well, man. We're up to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Our episodes are doing well. Our Instagram, every reel we put up, man, is getting 2,000 plus plays. We have a couple that went viral. Thank you. We only have 200 followers on that, and it's just a healthy page, man. It's growing every day. Our Facebook, we had some stuff to go viral. On TikTok is doing well. Y'all make sure y'all follow us. It's the Water Boys Show, boy spelled with a Z. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And our podcast, we've almost at 800 downloads. 800 downloads for the entire 10 episodes. I think that's amazing. And we're on the 11th episode, and I think, Trey, we're getting real close to having guests on here to help grow the podcast. Have some big names come on here.
Man.
Yeah, so I feel comfortable enough to interview them, and I would love for you guys, if you can, to give us some feedback, give us some suggestions on who you like to see on the show. We like to interview artists or people that have interest to sports in general to come on and interview. But that being said, man, I'm happy where we at, and I'm proud to be doing this with you.
100%, my brother. 100%, my brother. And the Water Boys, man, we are out.
Peace.
Hey, it's Amy Brown from The Bobby Bone Show. Join me in supporting St. Jude Children's Research Hospital for a chance to win a trip to meet Megan Maroney at the 2025 iHeart Country Festival in Austin, Texas on May 3rd, hosted by Bobby Bones. We're going to hook you up with tickets, flights, hotel, food credits, and a meet and greet with Megan Maroney. Take action now to support St. Jude and help cure childhood cancer, and you're going to be entered for a chance to win. Visit iHeartCountryTrip.com to learn more.